Hey, so tonight is the championship of March Madness, which is exciting, also kind of melancholy because it's over after tonight. But I was just reminded last year when I was watching the championship, and a Gonzaga fan, and so that was a little discouraging to watch Baylor. Like they're shooting like 115% from behind the 3-point line and pull down like 40 offensive rebounds, and that was just in the first half. But during the course of the game, there came up this advertisement or some kind of campaign about celebrating black men off the court. And so I thought, oh, I've got somebody here. His name's Andre Crouch.
Billy Graham called him the greatest hymn writer of our age, the modern day John Wesley. The object of that flattering assessment? Andre Crouch.
And he has a bunch of songs that had done during my time singing in choir. And there was just this one favorite one called "Can't Nobody Do Me Like Jesus." That I've been listening to a lot through a difficult time of losing a leader. And part of what I like about that song so much is that it's kind of sassy. He's kind of shimmying and popping, with his dancing kind of moves, but it just kind of an idea of reminding himself that, Jesus is everything. He's the one I answer to over everything else. And so that's encouraging and a great reminder. So it turns out that his life story is pretty encouraging, very faith inspiring. He started out and was, I guess, his whole life dyslexic, and that caused troubles for him early on as a child, and kind of kept to himself and had he talks about how his sister would speak up for him.
Because I stuttered real bad. I had a stammering problem and born with dyslexia, and I was real inhibited, really withdrawn. But I loved Jesus so much that I wanted to tell people about him, but I just couldn't. I couldn't even say one sentence. And my sister Sandra would always kind of take up for me.
Your twin sister?
Yeah, my twin.
But then there came this time when his dad asked him to play music, and his dad was a pastor, and he asked his son to help out with the worship time, and that led to them finding out, that he was blessed with a musical ability, and then blessed by the Lord. And there's this real neat story he tells about a specific night where his dad challenges him.
So what happened is that he calls me up because they had no piano player at all. And he knew how I liked music. He'd always be playing songs, and seemed like that opened up another side of me because I couldn't talk. Mm-hmm. And he said, Andre, come up here. And she said, Andre, if God gave you the gift of music and taught you how to play the piano, would you play for his glory all of your life? So I looked up and said, yeah, Daddy.
And so you can kind of hear him allude to that in that song, Can't Nobody Do Me Like Jesus, when he's I guess his parents are in the audience, and he's actually has written a song to them in a way. They're there in the audience as he sings to them about it.
Let me tell you what it did for me. I said it healed my body. Daddy, that's what you told me when I was a little boy. Can't nobody do me like Jesus.
And that the Lord had kind of cured him in a special way of his his social awkwardness or his inability to connect, and gave him this real powerful gift. So another kind of interesting thing, I was watching some of the interviews of him later in life, and he makes this one statement.
And that was the beginning of my romance with the Lord.
And I see that, and I always think to myself, if I was an interviewer, I'd have a follow-up question like, can you tell us more about that? Can you elaborate? Just kind of was discouraging that whoever was the interviewer did not follow up, because I would love to hear more about what he meant by when he said that, because I know what I would be thinking if I had said those words, and I would love to hear if there was anything that was connected or similar in what he would explain as far as why he said that. And kind of like where Apostle Paul talks about in the beginning of Romans, like that you and I could be mutually encouraged by each other's faith. So anyway, he's a wonderful songwriter and musician. So if you think about it, take some time to check him out.